Okay, here we go. Hello, dear teachers. Welcome to the Kazakhstan American Corners program. My name is Timur. I'm from Pavlodar, and I'm the coordinator of the American Corner Pavlodar. Today, we brought here teachers not only from Pavlodar, but also from Karaganda and other regions of our republic. Thank you for joining our session. I'm happy to introduce our speakers from the Regional English Language Office, which we call RELO, of the US Embassy in Nur-Sultan. So today we have Olga Platerova, RELO assistant. Also we have Asem Bikimova, she's also a RELO assistant. Gauhar Shakirova, cultural affairs assistant. And Ben Taylor, English language programs coordinator, helps RELO with a lot of different projects and programs, including online programs and resources. Before we start, I would like to ask our participants to turn off your microphones and videos. This will help us to have a better internet connection. You may ask your questions at the end of the presentation or write them in the chat box. Now, I give the floor to the RELO team. Please, Asem.
Hi everyone, my name is Asem Bikimova and I work at the Regional English Language Office, which is located in Nur-Sultan. Our team members, it's Olga Platerova, who coordinates English language programs throughout the Central Asia, and Gauhar Shakirova, who leads all the programs related to English language in Kazakhstan in particular. So our office's main mission is to help teachers and learners as well, but mainly we work with the teachers. We support them in terms of providing the teacher training. We support them in providing the sponsorship to travel to US as well, to learn to participate in conferences as well. But we also provide some sponsorship related to small grants program. Today, our team members will talk in details about the programs that our office offers. Now I'd like to turn over to Olga Platerova. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Asem. Let me first tell you about two programs which are not only which were created not only for English language teachers, but actually more for cooperation between the US Embassy and US Department of State and Kazakhstan universities and educational institutions. So if you're a teacher of the university, you can find out about this information now and probably talk to the administration of your university and to suggest this idea to the dean of your faculty or maybe the head of department, because these two programs I'm going to talk about, they require not only desire of the single English language teacher to bring a specialist or fellow from the United States, but they both need a very strong agreement and support from the administration of the university. Let me tell you that all our programs we are talking today about, they all are free, including the programs which allow us to bring Americans from the United States, not only native speakers, but also professionals in the sphere of English language teaching. So English Language Fellow Program allows us to bring professionals from the United States to teach in Kazakhstan state universities. We sometimes also work with the private universities, but most of the time we work with the state universities. And if you are a teacher or teachers of Pavlodar or Karaganda, probably you already know that in Pavlodar, just this academic year, we had Susan Arer, who worked at Pavlodar State Pedagogical University and had regular sessions at American Corner in Pavlodar. And in Karaganda, a couple of years ago, we had an English language fellow as well at Karaganda State Technical University. And our speaker today, Benjamin Taylor, was an English language fellow at Karaganda State Technical University. So we bring such people for one academic year for 10 months at the institution. Again, it's free for the institution, for the university, but of course, any project requires some budget, some money, but for Kazakhstan University, it's free. all expenses are covered by the US Embassy, by the US Department of State. And during this academic year, a fellow works with the students of the university, with English language teachers of the university. In most cases, we work with students whose future specialty is English language teaching. So our fellows work not only on general English or increasing level of general English of the students, but also on their professional skills. Another program, which is usually shorter than English language fellow program, is English language specialist program. And if you work for in-service institute probably, or city department of education, or again, it can be the university or the institute, you can also talk to your administration, to people who are in charge of making decisions, and be sure that if you ask about this program, you will help in organizing this in your city. We bring an English language specialist not for teaching general English, but for work with English language teachers, to train them, to provide workshops, to conduct some, again, workshops or seminars. So those teachers, English language specialists, they're experts in the field of, in some particular field of English language teaching. For example, you or your administration or teachers at some school or district are interested in English teaching to young learners. Okay, but you don't have enough resources to have such training, for example. In this case, you can apply for the program. The only thing, your proposal should be pretty detailed. Please believe me, all our proposals are considered. We always work with the institutions and universities who apply. We try to find the best ways to provide a specialist or a fellow. So all the programs we are going to talk about today, they all can happen. The only thing, sometimes you need to write a proposal, sometimes you need to write an application. It means that from your part, it's of course, our programs are free, but from your part, you need to make some steps toward the completion of your idea, your desire to develop your professional skills. So our information today is not just for information, for your information, it's more for your action. So be attentive, and I hope you'll find something interesting for you today. That's it from me regarding English Language Fellow and English Language Specialist program. And let me give the floor to my colleague, Gauhar Shakirova.
Thank you, Olga, and hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us today. I would like to present one of the programs that you can also take part in as a provider. It is English Access Micro Scholarship Program. And first, let me tell you a little bit about the program itself. So Access is a 2-year global scholarship program supported by the US Department of State that provides a foundation of English language skills to the students with economically disadvantaged backgrounds, primarily aged 13 to 15, through some after-school instruction hours, English classes, enhancement activities related to US culture, personal development, and community service, and intensive sessions or summer camps, as we call them. So the main goal of this program is to prepare students who have a minimal or some basic knowledge of English with some effective communication and critical thinking skills. We help them improve their English language skills, and the program length is 2 years. So classes take place on a regular basis, several times per week. And it is a very rigorous program. And if you would like to participate as an educational provider, because the grantee or the provider should be an established institution or non-governmental organization with at least some like 3 years experience in administrating educational programs or teaching English, preferably again to the target age group. And It is one of the main criteria, as well as having enough space, equipment, teachers of English language who can help you implement this program in Kazakhstan. Right now we have 18 programs in Kazakhstan, and the next call for proposals will be announced through our website or social media platforms. Please do not miss this information and be subscribed for these updates. Thank you. And the next program, which I'm gonna talk about, is the American English e-teacher program. Maybe some of you have heard about this program before, and among the participants today, I can already see some familiar names. Maybe you have applied before or even were nominated for this program. The American English e-teacher program offers 8-week online university level courses in TESOL, developed by US educational institutions and facilitated by the English language professionals from these institutions. These courses, they introduce and explore some current methodological concepts, some trends in teaching English as a second and as a foreign language field. And it provides some innovative distance learning experience. Again, this is an online course. And it also helps the participants create a professional network. You will be working with the English language professionals around the world. There are some assignments, discussions, and this program is very competitive. Usually each term we have a limited number of slots for Central Asia and for Kazakhstan particularly. And the participants are nominated for this course based on the selections. And if you'd like to be a participant of this program, you need to apply. You need to email to us at relo.nursultan@state.gov once there is a call for applications. So if you would like to apply, you need to be an English language professional. You need to have a strong English language reading and writing skills. You need to be a citizen of Kazakhstan, and you need to make sure that you will be able to successfully complete this course and devote around 10 hours online each week for the duration of the 8-week course, and have regular and reliable access to the internet. So again, if you are interested, you can apply for the next term, for the fall term, and we usually accept applications for 4 times per year, and the call for applications for the next term will be announced through our website and RELO Facebook page. Please, again, do not miss this opportunity. You can also see on these slides the courses offered. They are using educational technology, critical thinking in the classroom, teaching grammar communicatively, and other essential topics for English language teachers. And I believe on the next slide, you can also see some more detailed information. And you can also find this information on our website. Then in the end of the course, again, we encourage teachers who participated in this course to share their experience with their fellows. And those who successfully complete this course will be awarded e-certificates from our office. Thank you. And the next program, which you can see on the next slide, some additional online courses. And Olga Paterova will talk a little bit more about them. Timur, if you can just return to the previous slides. We do not really have this opportunity often, so please pay attention to what Olga will be presenting now. Thank you.
Thank you, Gauhar. So because of the situation with coronavirus now, you know that face-to-face opportunities, we do not have a lot of such opportunities now. That's why our Office of English Language Programs in Washington suggested some additional courses for summer and fall. We do not have now enough information on how we will proceed with them, but as soon as we have it, this information will be on our website and on social media. And as for now, I just want to draw your attention that these courses might be very interesting for you, and they definitely will increase your opportunities for professional development. As Gauhar said, e-teacher scholarship program, we offer this program 4 times a year, and it's pretty usual already, regular program for us. As for these additional courses, for example, courses supporting English language learners with exceptional needs and separating difference from disability with students learning English as an additional language, these 2 courses can be interesting for those who work with children with some disabilities or is interested in such field, in such sphere. You know that our Ministry of Education of Kazakhstan and I think every city department of education, now we all talk about inclusive education. So these 2 courses might be interesting for teachers who really want to understand, want to work effectively with such children. Next course is TESOL training for trainers. Again, if you're an experienced teacher already, if you work with young professionals in your field, or if you're a mentor, probably this course will be interesting for you. In case you like this idea, please contact us. Again, contact information will be provided. I mean, first of all, it is already provided on this PowerPoint presentation, but also it will be sent to you by Timur after we are over today with the session. 2 other courses, the last ones, English for Teaching and Professional Knowledge for ELT. They both were created by National Geographic, and they will be interesting for already in-service teachers, but also maybe pre-service teachers who are students, senior year students of pedagogical university or maybe state university, whose future specialty is English language teachers. They may apply for these courses and their applications will be considered. Again, as for application form, we are not sure now how the procedure will be organized, but if you're interested, just let us know and we will work on this. Thank you very much. Gauhar.
Yes, thank you, Olga. And we'll continue with some other online programs. And the next program which we are going to introduce is the American English Live Teacher Development Series 8. This program takes place again several times a year, and these webinars take place on a regular basis. What you need to do is to make sure that you have either Facebook page or Zoom link, because they are online webinars and they provide each series cover a variety of topics intended for teachers of English or future teachers of English around the world. And everyone can have access to these webinars. They are absolutely free. And at the end of each event, participants will have the opportunity to earn a digital badge that verifies their participation. And the Regional English Language Office also can award and issue e-certificates for the participants who attend 4 out of 6 sessions. So the sessions and the presentation titles, you can see them on the slide. The topics include teaching reading in the EFL classroom, communicative language teaching, and student interaction. The series will take place from May 6th through July 15th, and the first session already took place, but you still can get your e-certificate for watching the rest of the sessions. These 60-minute sessions will be held every other Wednesday at 6 p.m. or 11 p.m. Nur-Sultan time, and participants can join the sessions by viewing the posts at the times indicated in the schedule, either via a Facebook page, American English for Educators, or you can also join the sessions by viewing them on Zoom, and the links are also provided here. We'll send this presentation in the end of this session, and you will get these details. The registration is not mandatory, but it is encouraged because registered participants will receive email reminders with links to pre-session readings, online discussions, and other materials. And the link for registration can also be found on our website. If you check the U.S. Embassy in Kazakhstan website, Regional English Language Office webpage, you can see all detailed information there. And please do make sure that you save the badges after you watch each session, and complete a quiz in the end of each session, because these badges can verify your participation and they can help us with the complete attendance sheet and issue you an e-certificate. Thank you. And the next slides will be devoted to some other professional development opportunities, online courses for English language teachers, and my colleague Asyam Bekimova will introduce them to you. If you have any questions regarding the presentations we have just introduced, please enter the questions into the chat box and we'll answer them in the Q&A session. Thank you. Asyam.
Thank you, Gauhar. Hi, everybody. Now let me talk about the Mooc project programs. This acronym stands for the Massive Open Online Courses, and here on the screen you can see the link in blue. So after we finish with this presentation online, this PowerPoint presentation will be sent to you. So I do encourage you to open this particular page and follow the link which is given in blue. So let me go back to the Mooc. There are two types of Moocs. One is the self-paced, the second type is the facilitator. The main difference between them is that for the facilitator there is an instructor, and the benefits that it can give to you is that you can ask the questions from the facilitator directly. And while for the self-paced Mooc, you can take this course on your own schedule, on your own time. So if you could go further, please. The first type of the project and program on a Mooc I would like to introduce, it's the English for the Media Literacy. This is designed for non-native English language speakers, and for those who are interested in improving their ability to participate in current media landscape, and also to build their vocabulary and language skills. And also this course is helpful for those who would like to learn about the fact-checking as well, especially during this COVID time when we get so many news, and if you are experiencing some problems and difficulties with differentiating whether it's like false news or the right and official news, this course is a perfect fit for you. So I do really encourage you to take this course. Enrollment currently is open and should be closed up until July 17th. So please do not miss this opportunity. And again, encourage your colleagues to take this course as well. If you could go further, the next course I'd like to talk about, it's the it's about the using educational technology in the English language classroom. This course is mainly for teacher trainers, but also can be taken by an ordinary teachers of English. This is mainly for those teacher trainers and teachers who would like to learn more about how to use the technology tools, how to demonstrate them and integrate these tools into their own English language teaching. This course has been designed in collaboration with the Iowa State University and currently is open. So and enrollment should be closed on July 17th. So please do not miss this opportunity. And also just let me remind you, on a Mooc, you can get the certificate, but still you need to apply for the financial aid. And in order to get the financial aid, you need to follow all the deadlines which are given on a Mooc. So if you could go further, the next course I'd like to talk about, it's the English for the journalism. Even though it's called as the English for journalism, it also can be taken by the teachers of English and those teachers who are training the future journalists. This course is designed again for non-native English speakers and those who are interested in developing their skills that are needed for their career in like modern and current journalism. This course is currently open and the registration should end on July the 3rd. So please do not miss this opportunity. And again, feel free to spread the word out if you have any colleagues of yours, and if you have anybody, let's say the future teachers or future journalists, please encourage them to take this course as well. The next course, if you could go further, the next course I'd like to talk about is the integrating critical thinking skills into the exploration culture in English as a foreign language setting. This course is designed mainly for teacher trainers, but can be taken also by the teachers of English. This is mainly for those teachers who would like to learn how to develop the critical thinking skills in their students from the from the side of cultural knowledge and learning the cultural aspects. In this course, you can learn about the how to see the different cultural aspects between the different nationalities and understand and how to negotiate them as well. Currently, course is not open, but should be open on June the 1st. So you still have almost half a month to prepare for this course. So I'd like really to mark on your calendars this date and take this course. And also again, encourage your colleagues and make a reposts on our post on Facebook on this course as well. The next course I'd like to talk about, it's about the Keystone Methodology. If you could go further, please. Further, thank you. The course is on the Keystone Methodology. It's as it says, this course is mainly for the teachers and the teacher trainers who teach and work with the English as the secondary language. So at this course, you can learn about some best practices and the strategies in teaching speaking, listening, reading, and writing to English language learners of different ages. So by the way, it should be highlighted that this course has been developed by the Maryland University professionals. And again, this course is self-paced, which gives you an opportunity to take this course on your own schedule. Currently, course is not open, but should open on September the 7th. So again, you have like bunch of a time to get ready for this course and do not miss the enrollment period. If you could go further. The next course I'd like to talk, it's the Teaching Grammar Communicatively. It's the only one course which is available from the facilitator type of Moocs, which again, let me remind you, this facilitated means that you have an instructor, you have a facilitator, which is again benefits you in terms of that you can't ask the question from the facilitator, but again, the main disadvantage that you cannot take this course on your own schedule because you need to follow the schedule of the whole group and the facilitator's schedule as well. So this course is mainly, it's practice oriented, and it's mainly designed for the teacher trainers and the teachers of English on how to integrate the grammar instruction with the teaching language skills, and also how to evaluate different mistakes correction techniques as well. So currently course is on. It's ongoing, but still you can join. And this course should end on June 15th, which means you only have 1 month to catch up with this course and take this course and get the certificate from this course. Again, feel free to spread the word out, promote this course if you have any colleagues of yours who are interested in developing their teacher training and teaching skills. If you could go further, please. The next, the links I'd like to talk about, it's the links from our office. The first one that you can see on the screen, it's the Facebook RELO Facebook page. I'm really happy to announce that our Facebook has been relaunched and we're pretty active there. So if you would like to stay tuned and to know and get information from the first hands, so please subscribe and follow us. Just once you get this presentation, find this page and follow the link which is given on the top of this page. The next links I'd like to talk about, it's the materials from the American English at State team. The second, if you could see on the screen, the second link, it's the American English at State for the learners. And the third is for the educators. These pages are on Facebook. So please do subscribe and do follow them because there are many colleagues of yours from all across the world, and stay tuned to learn more from them as well. The number 4 on the list that you could see, it's the American English Teachers Corner group. It's not a page, but the group, it's the private group, again on Facebook. And if you'd like to join it, all you need is to send a request to join and be active, because this again benefits you in terms of that you can exchange the ideas and learn more from your colleagues from the different countries. The next is the American, again, a teacher, American English at State resources. The first one is their YouTube channel, and the next is their official web page. My colleague Benjamin Taylor he's going to talk about this particular resource in details. So please listen to him carefully. And lately, let me just again give you our email address. If you have any questions, suggestions, or just would like to say hi to us directly to us, please email us to the email address which is given on the bottom of this page and save it. So thank you so much for your attention. I'm turning it over to Benjamin Taylor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sam. Selamat Sore, everybody. So I'm going to share some kind of quick and easy to use resources that you can use to practice English learning and teaching from the comfort of your home for free. So everything we're going to share here is totally free. I've got some cool opportunities here. So Timur, the way I made these slides, you might have to click a few times to get some of the words out here. So why don't, yeah, just a few more. Okay, stop. All right, go back. There you go, great. All right, so I've got a couple of websites I'm gonna share with you here. The first one is VOA Learning English. I'll be putting the links in the chat while I talk, so you're welcome to access this as well anytime. VOA stands for Voice of America. So actually, originally it was a radio program, but now it's a website with all sorts of excellent news stories with a wide range of topics. Obviously, there's a lot of news about the coronavirus, but not only. There's all sorts of interesting stuff about culture and music and anything you can imagine, American holidays, world holidays. And so the articles are written for a second language English speaking audience. And the vocabulary that is difficult has been identified and bolded with definitions at the bottom of the articles and also quizzes. So if you're a teacher, it's not the complete lesson plan, but it's a lot of what you would need to use if you were doing a lesson plan with your students. It is culturally relevant and up to date. It is modern, current news from around the world. And if you're a learner, it could be very interesting for that reason. But it's not just news stories on this website. There's also some great stuff with idioms, which are kind of different casual phrases you might see on TV shows like Friends or something like that, but that you wouldn't necessarily find in a dictionary. One of them might be, "You're driving me up the wall." Well, that doesn't mean I'm sitting in a car with you and driving up a wall. It actually means that you're making me feel crazy, right? So that's just one of many, many idioms that might be discussed on this page. I have a lot of materials that I've made in connection to those. And so I've actually sent a link full of some of those idioms connected to the articles that are on there in a section called Words and Their Stories. There's a great section called Photo of the Day that has some really beautiful photos from around the world, totally copyright free, so you're able to actually use and share those in your classes. A great discussion starter, conversation starter. Excellent teaching tips from the University of Oregon. There are some short videos on there in a section called Let's Teach English, grammar stuff, and much, much more. There's also an English language test if you want to see where your level is. And again, all of this is free, so I highly recommend this one. Timur, let's go ahead to the next slide. Okay, and then we'll click a few more times. Sorry about that. Okay, so the next site I want to share, great. Okay, and the next, thank you so much. The next site I want to share, as Assem was just saying, is the American English at State website. I'm going to share the link here with you now. There you go. And you can actually access those Moocs that we were talking about, the massive open online courses. There are also a number of great textbooks that are free to download. One of my favorite is called Create to Communicate. I'm actually writing it in the chat right now. And what it is a collection of art lesson plans that are in connection with English language. So maybe teaching EFL through art class, which is really fun. I had a great time with that with some high schoolers last semester. There's also copies of the journal English Teaching Forum that go back to 2002 and have a searchable database. So if I search the word, as an example, environment, I will find lots of lesson plans about the environment. And this journal is open for submission from teachers and educators around the world. So they have submission guidelines, but you could actually be published in this professional journal as well. The Moocs are free. That's a good question from Assembul. And so everything I'm sharing is free. They do require registration, but there's information about how to register at the website, okay? Also, games to play and download as well, board games, things like that, lesson plans and ideas, and it's all updated regularly. So between the Learning English at VOA News website and American English at State, you've got a lot of material. And I do have one more very special opportunity I want to share with you. If we could go to the next slide, some more. Okay, I am offering, so Assem mentioned this Mooc that is actually being held right now. It's called the Using Educational Technology in the English Language Classroom Mooc. It is a wonderful Mooc, and again, it's totally free. There's a registration for it, and I can get you the link for that during the question and answer session. But what I really want to tell you about is twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays, including tomorrow from 3 to 4 p.m., you see, I'm actually doing live Zoom chats with any teachers who are interested about this material. We will interact with the material. I'll share PowerPoints. We'll do breakout sessions where you can share some of your best ideas. And at the end of the classes, if you've attended half of the classes or more, you will actually receive a certificate from the office. So this is a really unique and I think opportunity, and I would love if you took advantage of this opportunity. Here's a link to the form that you need to use to register. I'll send another link right now. The link is different, but it takes us to the same place. It's just a quick form I would like you to fill out if you want to take this class. I will ask you, please send this form tonight, kind of as soon as possible. At 8 p.m. tonight, I'm going to send a link out to all of the teachers who are interested. So this would take you 5 minutes to fill out, but I would really, really recommend that if you're interested at all, that you sign up for this course. I would love to have you there. Okay, so that's it for me. Rahmet, everybody. I think we can take some questions and answers now. So.
Dear participants, please feel free.
I saw there was someone who raised a hand. I don't remember, unfortunately. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
If you're feeling nervous to ask a question on your microphone, that's fine. You can type it in the chat as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with them. Thank you.
You can definitely contact us later after you again read all information on the slides or on our info sheet. And you can ask any questions directly or through American Corner's coordinators.
There's a question from Asimgul Uralova. Can I participate in the programs you mentioned in the beginning? She's asking.
Are you interested in particular in English language fellow specialist programs or a teacher program? Mm-hmm. I think, Asimgul, you are more interested in a teacher, in online courses, right? About specialist, special English language specialist program allows us to bring American from the United States. So citizens of Kazakhstan cannot participate in this program as specialists. They can be participant of the training where the specialist is a trainer. I hope I answered your question.
Okay, anybody else? Oh.
Asimgul, if you are even a tutor of English and if you even have a major in international relations, you cannot be a specialist and participate in our program because English language specialists, they are Americans, the citizens of the USA.
If anyone in the audience is looking for good professional development opportunity coming up, I would just recommend again joining me tomorrow for these engagement sessions with the Educational Tech Mooc. I would love to have you, and all you need to do is fill out this very quick form right here. So.
I would also support this idea because in this case, you will have a person, a facilitator who really knows what to do and can be a model for your future, probably sessions with the students or Mooc sessions.
Also, I would like to remind that we have already had some sessions with Asiat Suleimanova on master degree and Fulbright FLTA programs. If you're interested, so please feel free, contact us. We have the videos from those sessions.
So we've got looks like two, well, questions, kind of comments, three. One of them is, are all these programs for teachers free? Yes, they'd be free for you. Everything that we've shared today is completely free for you. So that's excellent, I think, I hope, right? Aigul has a question. Will we be sent all the materials and links of today's session in our emails? I believe that depends on whether or not Timur has your email. So if you can, just to put your email address in the comments on chat. If you haven't done that yet, that would probably be a good thing to do. Okay. And Kimba says, okay, I'm going to get to Barjan's as well, because that's one of my favorite comments ever, I think. But here, so I've taken Mooc courses and they were really interesting. Yes, I absolutely love the Moocs as well. And that's why I would recommend anybody who wants to can join me tomorrow. Barjan says that I look like Abraham Lincoln with my beard. Barjan, you should have seen me 2 weeks ago before I got it cut. It was really, because of the quarantine, it was really big. I looked even more like more like him then, but thank you.
So Timur, I think we can probably finish for today. If our participants have questions, please let us know. Please send them the information. I see that a lot of our teachers submitted their email addresses. So we are always, I mean, you can reach us anytime. We provided our contact information. If you're interested in some particular programs, you can address it like on person by person like way, or you can send us an email and we will reply.
Thank you everyone for today, and also we will try to send you the saved webinar because we are recording this webinar. So thank you so much. Thank you for being with us.
Если нет вопросов, тогда мы закрываем встречу сегодняшнюю. Спасибо за участие, следите за новостями нашего уголка, а также посольства, официальный сайт. До скорой встречи, оставайтесь дома. Все линки, весь материал и запись этой нашей встречи мы вам вышлем на указанные ваши имейлы.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Короче, начал переживать. Короче, Ақторғына Монтаяна вышла.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. See you next time. Thank you.
Look, I think that we could stay to copy all the addresses.
Yeah, sure, I'm doing it.
Just in case. I mean, we actually have them, but just in case.
Thank you, the AC team. Really great help. 100 participants. Really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gauhar, and thank you for being so